What's up, everyone? So today I'm going to do a post on how B12 does not give you energy. I'm going to try and keep it short because I was just doing one on this and it was going way too long. So I'm going to try and keep it simple. There are 4 processes that are involved in energy: glycolysis, an intermediate step, the Krebs cycle, and oxidative phosphorylation, which has 2 steps, electron transport chain, and chemiosmosis. Now those are big words, don't worry about them. There are 4 phases or steps or processes where we're going to make ATP, which is your cellular source of energy. And what I'm going to tell you is B12 is not involved in any of those processes. It is involved in making one of the intermediates or helping the enzyme work that makes one of the intermediates in the Krebs cycle. Now that being said, that's far removed from making ATP or giving you energy. Now, the B1, which is thiamine, B2, which is riboflavin, B3, which is niacin, and B5, which is pantothenic acid, those are intimately involved not only in the intermediate step, but all throughout the Krebs cycle. So as far as the conversions within the Krebs cycle, they are needed for that. So they're involved much more intimately in energy processes than anything we would see with the B12. Now, B12 is necessary for DNA and RNA synthesis. It is necessary for making hemoglobin, which is what's inside your red blood cells that carries oxygen. And so it's very, very important. So I'm not saying B12 is not important. I'm saying it's pretty easy to have your B12 status unless you have something called pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia is due to a lack of a protein, it's called intrinsic factor, that helps absorb 99% of the B12 that you ingest, that you intake, okay? So if you are not making this protein, you're not absorbing the B12 that you're ingesting. Those people end up with a B12 deficiency. They should get B12 supplementation. So if you do not have pernicious anemia, other risk factors, gastric bypass, strict vegetarians or vegans, they are at risk. Couple of fun facts here. B12 is only found in animal products, and it is actually made by bacteria. So that is where you get your B12 from, natural sources of B12. As far as synthetic and things like that, I'm assuming they make that in a lab. But that being said, your natural sources come from animal products. So if you're eating no animal products, the chances of you getting B12 are going to be much lower. You probably want to supplement with it. But again, not B12 injections, not these large dose shots, okay? Just making sure you're getting enough. If you have an absorption problem, then you need to get these extremely high doses. And that's where we fall back to that pernicious anemia thing, okay? So anybody that does not have pernicious anemia should not be getting B12 shots. Or let me say it better, it's not going to benefit you. Now, I know psychologically that placebo is very powerful, but again, it's a colossal waste of time, money, and honestly, I want to try and be nice here, but if you're a doctor and you're giving B12 shots to patients that don't have pernicious anemia, shame on you. You need to go back to biochemistry class and learn about this stuff, because you're basically giving them something that they absolutely don't need. And I think, I can't say for sure, but insurance companies, are they going to pay for a B12 shot if you are not diagnosed with pernicious anemia, which is what justifies a B12 shot? I don't know. So I wouldn't give B12 shots unless you have pernicious anemia. So that being said, now, don't shoot the messenger. That's all I'm going to say. This is just some information for you guys. Another fun fact I'll throw in there. Your urine is bright yellow from that B2, that riboflavin, okay? Now I'm gonna be doing a post on B complex and why you don't need that, or you don't need to take it supplementally. And I'll do one on multivitamins, what I think we should or shouldn't do with that. All right, so I've got some good stuff coming up. Peace.